I have been using the Tinhifi C3 Mark II for a while. This is priced at around $45. At times they go up to $50, but usually are available at $45. So kind of basic entry level single DD based IM. You guys can see they are saying that full size LCP diaphragm. There is a bit of exaggeration there, obviously, because it's a 10 dynamic driver, nothing exactly fancy, but it's a good looking bassy IM, to be precise. Let me be very clear about that. It's not a more detailed or resolution or definition oriented IM or clarity oriented even. What it tries to deliver is a fun signature. Okay, in any case, let's have a look at the build and the setup accessories here. Build quality is good, no issues with the build or anything like that, and you guys can see it has a semi custom like wing design too. So fit is not a problem until unless you are not comfortable with these tips. These tips are not very uh, comfortable inside the ear. They kind of lose grip and uh, comfort, at times fit inside the ear. So the fit of these ear tips are not exactly great. They should have offered a slightly wide bore design here, which would have been more comfortable. But this is not horrible, but it's not very comfortable inside the ear, and it's easy to lose stability. Okay, so there is a small problem with this one, but the size is not big. Okay, let me be very clear. You guys can see the size is not exactly big, kind of 1 inch, not more than an inch to be precise. If we talk about the cable, this is just a run of the mill kind of cable, nothing special at all. uh, the good thing is that it's not bouncy or anything like that, and is low profile, but it does not really look premium or anything like that, but it's okay. Nothing exactly wrong. The 3.5 jack is a bit on the heavier side. We are looking at a well behaved cable too, no issues with behavior or anything like that. Microphonics is decent too, no issues there. So this is a reasonably equipped IM. You guys can see the case too, it's a big one, and we are getting a decent set of tips, nothing fancy at all, but that's okay. It's a $40 IM, and expecting something like a lot of tips or a very fancy kind of case is not exactly possible at this price range, especially when they are offering a generous carry case. To be precise, you can carry your portable DAP, a small DAP to be precise, or a dongle DAC cam for sure. You guys can see my Hades S8 Pro can easily fit inside this case, so it's not small or anything like that. You can carry a reasonable amount of stuff in it. In any case, let's move on to the sound quality. This is a good looking IM, and as I said, it's a bassy IM. Okay, keep no doubts about that. It's not a balanced or detail oriented IM or even clarity oriented IM. It delivers a fun, enjoyable bassy sound signature, and the sub bass extension is not very good, but it has decent amount of rumble. Sub bass extension is average to be precise. It does not go deep into the spectrum, but yeah, the hits are reasonably good. No issues with the mid bass at all. It's a more mid bassy IM with slower decay. Okay, notes have the weight, notes have the area of impact, and they move reasonable amount of air. Now let me be very precise about the movement of air here. Okay, what the tin C3 Mark II is doing is it's moving the air in a defined area. It's not like it's moving in a straight uh, direction. Okay, it's not moving the whole direction. What it is doing is it is vibrating in a confined space. Okay, even though it is a reasonably big space, it's not like you are feeling the notes move. Okay, they are just vibrating at their own space, so it's not exactly very well defined. It kind of lacks the dynamics, and that limits the technical abilities of this IEM too. Layered delivery is not bad, but it could have been slightly better if they didn't uh, do stuff like that. It kind of is not great with upper bass dynamics either. So it's a bassy IM, but the technical aspect of the bass is not exactly there with the Tin Hi-Fi C3 Mark II. Now, being a bassy W-shaped IEM, it has good vocal clarity. Okay, I will not say that it lacks clarity or anything like that. What it does not have is the kind of warmth we at times look for. It has a tin hi-fi kind of signature, and they are not really known for their vocal clarity or vocal technical abilities or fullness or even the cohesion. So these have kind of tallish notes, but the finishing regions are a bit on the sharper side. In any case, they are not bad. Okay, it's not like they are lacking clarity. They have good amount of clarity. They are lacking a bit of texture. I will not say these are well textured IEMs, but they are not bad either. Male vocals do not have the extra kind of gruntiness to them, but female vocals do have reasonable amount of sharpness and finishing definition to them. Resolution and definition of vocals are good, but the instruments around the vocals are not exactly that clean or clear. The transparency part is okay. It's not like it is bad or anything like that, but I would have liked a bit more transparency with the C3 Mark II. If they ever come up with a C3 Mark III, I would definitely like to have a bit more energy, a bit more transparency with the instruments around the vocals. Now there is a bit of issue with the upper mids, especially when the region just before the upper mids are slightly on the muted side. I kind of felt that they could have been a bit more full. They could have been a bit more filled up. Okay, in any case, the upper mids are slightly more aggressive, slightly more energetic. They could have been slightly smoother. They are not thin or sharp or anything like that, but it kind of feels like this IEM is not exactly evened. Okay, it kind of feels uneven. uh, so yeah, that's the only issue I can say it has with the upper mids. Or else the treble range is decent. We are not looking at the brilliance here, but it has good amount of agility, good amount of clarity, and good amount of layering up till the mid treble region. Very good air between instruments for the asking price. Okay, okay. Do not think like you know, we can talk about a $300 IM and say, yeah, this does not have air or layering or separation. What's happening is that for just 50, less than $50, it has decent amount of layering, decent amount of clarity. Okay, and I will appreciate it for its layering abilities, because it can layer. There are IEMs that cannot even layer. What it can do is reasonable, decent, above average. So yes, I'm giving it credits for that. Okay, it's not bad with the treble. Yes, the upper treble extension or upper treble energy is bad, but it is not horrible. Sonics are good. You will enjoy the transient effects of the instruments moving from one end to the other end of the stage, and it is clean. Imaging is reasonably accurate. It is not bad with the imaging. I have seen IEMs mess up the imaging even at $150, but this one is not bad with imaging or cue placement. It is decent. It has good clarity when it comes to the transient effects and cue placement. So that is good. Stage could have been bigger though. The stage of Tinhifi C3 Mark II is a bit on the closed in side. It could have been a bit more opened up. I kind of felt that if you use a proper DAC amp, the stage opens up a bit more, but if you are using it out of a mobile phone, it might not sound that great. Or if you are using it with a weaker source, it might not sound that great. yet it is good. No issues with the stage either. It is okay. You are paying $40, you cannot expect a lot. And this IM is a bassy IM that is supposed to offer decent amount of clarity, a fun and musical sound signature. And I believe Tinhifi C3 delivers on that front. It is not for those who are looking for details, clarity, or accuracy and precision. This is for those who want to enjoy the music at a budget price range. And I believe Tinhifi C3 Mark II has succeeded in that regard at least. So this is my review of Tinhifi C3 Mark II. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Enjoy.